welcome to In Bed with Sophie.
In Bed with Soph. It needs like
Meg.
It needs like a little jingle. Alright, Meg, I'm gonna test you. You're a man, you understand relationships and things and stuff
I don't
like
know
that.
if I can call myself an expert on that.
I think you can.
Well, I've had lots of failed relationships and a lot of really great relationships, but yeah, alright, so
Okay.
shoot, go.
So I want to know, do you feel intimidated if a girl approaches you? If you were out and someone came on to you, is that like nice or not nice?
It's nice.
It's nice?
It's nice. I hate it when it's always up to the guy to be the one to make the first move. And I'm really generally, I'm a shy guy. And I am. I hate rejection. I don't know why. That's why I hate auditions and all that kind of stuff. I cannot stand rejection.
So you're in the right industry then.
Yeah, totally. Like I've had my fair share of rejection, and so when a girl comes up to me and says hi, it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
So please don't be shy.
Oh, okay.
Meet a guy, pull up a chair. So good. Anyway.
So you're straight.
Yeah. Funny that. Quoting some musical theatre.
Alright, let me talk about it.
Yes.
Okay, and then, okay, so that's all good. And then, if you give her your number, or if she gives you the number, how long do you leave it? This is always my issue. Like, how long would you leave to text her? Do you text that same night? Do you text the next morning? The next afternoon?
I'd say the next day.
Day at some point.
The next day.
But we all think about it. That's what's so silly, you know what I mean? Like, we all of us like, oh, we don't play games, oh no, I'm not into that, oh. No, every person.
I think the only thing that if you text straight away, that could seem a little desperate. That's only my perception. Purely from my point of view, that I wouldn't do it straight away, because I would feel like she thinks I'm a bit of a freak. But if I leave it for the night, and definitely the next day, let her know, it was really great meeting you last night, I look forward to seeing you, boom, then you're good.
I think now we move on from things so quickly, and with things like Tinder where it's like, yes, no, I feel like if you leave it for longer than a day, it's just like, oh wait, what?
The ship has sailed.
The ship, isn't it? I'm a nostalgic person. I would quite like to go back to my grandparents' time and have more of like where you got courted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For like weeks on end, and they would come around with gifts and fun things.
See, there is something really great about there is something really nice about that old-fashioned way of dating, because it is a beautiful way of like, you know, meeting them outside and it's starting things slowly.
Picking them up with flowers.
I love all that. I love all that kind of stuff too.
I don't think a guy's ever picked me up. That's so unfair.
What is wrong with you people?
I know, men out there. Why don't you come and get in your car or anything? I don't care. Your bicycle, for all I give a crap. And go and like, it's true. It's always like, meet us here, and then they're normally running late. Oh, sorry, running late.
Oh gosh. You need to change your address book.
I think it's New York. New York is a hardcore dating scene.
It is a hardcore dating scene. For the first time ever, I've dated in New York. I've never really been a dater as such, but in New York I was dating, and it was a totally different world. I enjoyed it to a point, and met some wonderful people, and had a lot of fun. But you know, I think after a while it gets exhausting. It really does. And when you find someone that actually you go, this one really is something that I want to spend more time with, I think it's the point where you have to go, okay, stop looking, because why was the point? You know, like, just go with that for a while. That's what I'm thinking.
That's true.
Because you think, well, otherwise you could miss out on that person, and you think, oh, you go back to her and she's worried, well, you went with other people and you missed the boat. Sometimes you have to be smart enough to know when the thing is good, and sometimes you're not that smart. I'm not that smart. It takes me a while to realize, yeah, that was the right thing. And then you pursue it. But you know, dating is essential. I think dating is essential in this day and age. There's so much going on. You have so many expectations and so many things about it. You want to make sure that when you make a decision that you're going to be with someone, it's the right decision, not something impulsive, and not something you think, oh, she'll do for now. No, it's something you go.
Yeah, that's true. So where were you taking the girls on dates in New York?
Well, we'd go everywhere. We go to some Broadway shows.
That's cool.
I take them to the moon and back, baby.
Oh, God.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I wonder
but New York's great. Like, there's so many places to go to. Restaurants, fantastic restaurants. I can go to amazing restaurants every time. and still be spoiled for choice and still have a million ones that I haven't not been to.
Actually,
Broadway shows, gigs.
Gigs, comedy. No, I was gonna say my current boyfriend took me on a date where you took your shoes off, which I thought was kind of cool. It's not even that different or crazy, but I was like, oh, I get to take my shoes off, woohoo! Like,
Was it a
I was
Japanese
like really
restaurant?
excited. Yeah, it was Korean barbecue. No, it wasn't Japanese. It was Korean barbecue.
Right.
And then we cooked our own food. And he's a chef,
Yeah.
but he's never cooked for me. Not once.
Wow. That's a lot of pressure.
I know he'll be watching, so.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he hasn't cooked for me either, so don't feel too bad.
That's true. Maybe we should get him on. We'll bring him round, he can cook. We can film him cooking.
That's another episode coming up.
And that could be awkward.
That's another episode coming up. Oh, you know what? Actually, one of the really cutest dates I've ever been on.
Yeah.
We met for lunch, and then we did grocery shopping at Trader Joe's.
Oh, I love Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is like Disneyland. For anyone who doesn't live in America, Trader Joe's is the, like, food shopping Disneyland. Everyone's super happy, and it's all like, hey, yeah, bananas, woo, bananas for $1, yay! Like bright colours. It's amazing.
Yeah, and it's super cheap, but the food's great. But the produce is awesome, and it's just a fun place to go. But you really get to know someone by the produce that they buy.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. What was she getting?
She's getting very organic stuff. No gluten. There was. She was very much into health food, which I'm very into as well. So, you know, she goes and buys like, you know, slab of like beef burger patties and, you know, and chips, and I'd be like, this might not work. But she was actually, I think she was vegetarian as well, and she was grabbing all the good stuff. So I thought this could work.
Migla, are you food prejudiced? Is there a word for that? Is that
Food
a thing?
prejudice? I don't judge you on your food, but if I was to go out with someone and we have totally different tastes, that could be a problem.
Oh, well, there's a new thing I hadn't even thought about now. Different. I'm terrible. I just like sauces.
Oh, I love sauces. I
don't want anything else, just the sauce. I'll get the spaghetti bolognese. No spaghetti, just sauce.
There's nothing wrong with sauce. I am actually a sauce to kind of go on myself. There's nothing wrong with the sauce. It's what you put it on.
Exactly, I don't need that, just the sauce.
Yeah.
I don't need anything other stuff.
It's called soup.
It's called soup, and I love soup. I could quite happily live on soup and broth, which is weird. What?
It's a little weird.
Just a little strange. So what...
It's what you call liquid lunch. Right?
What advice would you give to any girl out there who may have had her heart broken?
Oh dear. You know, it's like... that's the thing, is that whatever will happen in this situation, don't let that stop you from loving again, because it could be just a timing thing, a situation thing, wasn't the right person. The heartbreak that you're experiencing is because something better is just around the corner.
That's true. That's true.
So,
if it's not... who was it? Someone said to me, they were like, if my friend broke up with her ex-boyfriend, she was like, it's very simple, she's like, if we were meant to be together, we would be.
Yeah?
And it's complicated, but at the end of the day, there is a...
But there are reasons why you're not together. And if those are the reasons why it's stopping you from being together, then you accept those reasons, and, you know, it's just not right.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, the thing is like as well, there's many fish in the sea, and you are a very beautiful little fish, so go get them.
I remember one time when, was I like 14, a guy broke up with me, and he was, it's not funny, sorry, obviously I laugh in my sadness, and he played, do you remember, I walked into the room, and he was playing David Gray, This Year's Loving, which is like the saddest song. He's like, I think it's over, and I'm like, wait, what? This Year's Loving. I just remember at the time just being like, oh God, it's the end of my life.
I gotta tell you though, sad songs do help you out of a breakup.
Do.
So if your heart's broken, which mine was very badly, this is what I did. I put a set list on my iPad, or my iPod, actually my iPhone, and it was all the corniest breakup songs ever recorded. Tell me how am I supposed to live without you? From to like, and I will always love you. of the songs I put onto a, I would put it on my iPhone and I'd go for a jog, and I would jog around, and for an hour I would just go.
The other joggers are like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, I was jogging, I'd be like, and sobbing hysterically.
So funny.
Well, I look back at it now. That's a great thing as well when you think about it. If your heart's broken, time does heal all wounds. At the time it wasn't funny, but it was real for me. I look back at it now and I'm glad I did it because now I can laugh at myself.
Alright, well, thank you very much, Miguel. Let's go.
I was going to give you a handshake, but never mind. Let's go. Too much dating to go on. Let's go. Bye.